Story time. All right, guys. So I'm gonna tell you a story time about events. So people always ask us if we do events. Yes, we do events. We do catering events. We do events that also requires for us to move the trailer, set up shop in like pop-ups type of events, and then we'll offering our event. So for us, it's very important that if you wants to book us for an event and give us some time, at least we prefer a week in advance. That way we can prep. Why I say that? So I explain this is because we run a small operation here, right, guys? So what that means is for us to be able to prep for an event, I have to make sure I make enough ice cream for that event. And that could take us a couple of days for us to prep for that event. So let's say the event is going to have 1,000 people, right? I want to be able to have enough ice cream to feed 1,000 people or more, right? And then for me to accomplish that, I will need a few days to be able to prep that ice cream. All the ice cream is prepped right here in the trailer. So we prep the ice cream here, we store it here, and then we get ready for the event. Usually when we do event, we don't go with a full line menu. Like we don't go with all our traded flavors. We select a few flavors. We negotiate with the person that is hiring for the event, depending on what flavors they're looking for and how much they want. And that's some of the flavors we make. But I do make sure that when I do up an event, I have enough ice cream to be able to fulfill that demand. So for that reason, if you book us for an event, we need some time. So usually if you call me and say, hey, Roger, I have an event tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to, depending on the size of the event, for us to take that event. I'm not saying that we won't, but it will be a little bit difficult because of the amount of ice cream that we need to have available. Remember, also on top of that, we have our location. We're located right here at Foodies in Katy, right? And then we still have to be able to have enough ice cream for our customers. So story time is going to come down to when you guys book it for an event. I remember one time we were booked for we will be booked for several events. First event that we got booked to, we didn't have enough ice cream. We went to the event, and not only we had enough ice cream, but our first successful event, we didn't have enough cups, spoons. So we run out of all of those items, right? Because we wasn't really sure of what to do or how much to prep. You have an idea, right? But I wasn't prepared for that amount of people that show up for that specific event. For other events that I've been, they gave us a number. Usually we do prepare and then we have enough and then we'll be able to fulfill the demand with no issue whatsoever. So for us, it's always important that when you book us for an event, give us some time for us to prep. So if you have an event that is like a really, okay, I need an event for tomorrow, there might be some restrictions, some limitation. We'll still give us a call. We'll see if we can be able to accommodate you guys because we're open to accommodate everyone depending on the kind of event, the size of the event. We have a couple options. You can book for the trailer, in particular the entire trailer, or we can actually have a small cart, like a popsicle type of cart with a tent or with a little table setup. We had that set up before. So we had done indoor events where we don't have to take the entire trailer, and then we'll do indoor events when we have a small little cart with a little small setup with a background, and then we'll be able to set up that way and offer people a really nice experience of having ice cream for indoors event. So we have a couple of setups, right? Specifically the trailer, we can go to trailer, we can do indoors event, and then those are going to have a variation. But either way, which type of setup you would like for your event is always going to give us some time for us to be able to prep enough ice cream for that type of event. Otherwise, we'll run out, or we'll have to go with what we have, and it might not be enough to supply the demand. Because, as I mentioned, we really run a small operation. We do small batches of ice cream. We don't make a huge amount, and then once we sell that flavor, we don't make that flavor who knows to when. And then that's how how we carry. So usually when I put a flavor out, it's a very small batch, and then people come, it sells out, and then it's sold out, and then we have another flavor comes out after that. So we don't really carry. So that's why it's very important for us to, when you book us for an event, give us some time in advance to be able to accommodate you guys. All right, guys. So thank you.